As it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Richardson going right to the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Micah Parsons. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
All right, partner, we'll be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Taken right around the 44. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Falcon football. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Now Hall to start the drive. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. How about that? The defense's first sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. This defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
A 53-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Richardson. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. To the booth. Last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And some space here. Touchdown, Falcons! Breece Hall, his second rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Daxton Hill there to make the stop on defense. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Richardson looking to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be #1 and be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge.
Dragon 60. Check, 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 check.
Now Richardson. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to throw. Richardson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner puts it off. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
On the go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, let's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons are able to add on to that lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Here's A-Chain to begin the drive, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Richardson now on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Richardson on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Fielded at about the 28. 17-0 our score after one. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
2nd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Okay, ready?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On third down, here's Hall. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. Deep to return is Calvin Austin. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try to buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Come on.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go check, go check.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets it go deep for Olave. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Micah Parsons able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Bills are going to have it here just past the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Richardson out of the shotgun. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. And that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Ready.
Straight ahead is Hall. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now it's Richardson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, the incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Check.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Still going.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Devon Achane.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bills get a bit closer.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll send Waddle in motion left. On the draw, it's Hall.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
19 Tiger. Ready.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And quickly, they get to the line. to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
79 Broncos. Hey, check that. Street.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to speed things up here.
At the 31-yard line.
Check, Bobcat.
They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Smash. 19 Lions.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hurt. Buffalo 18. 60 Eagles. Check smash.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
70 Timberwolves. Set, hurt.
On play action, they'll throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That's certainly... They were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
H.A. now up the middle.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
In motion right is Davis. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
On the ball, on the ball. 70 Ranger. Street. Check.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
19.
Richardson looking to throw.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Micah Parsons.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Micah Parsons
able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Pulled in at the 24. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Bronco 80. Go.
They'll get that out wide to Waddle.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
tackled by Christian Fulton.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
That's complete. It's Okuegbunam.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Ready?
A give running right is Hall.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Ready?
2nd and 6. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Smash!
Running left, it's Hall.
And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Warriors 70. 60 Bison.
Back to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Jalen Waddle.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Falcons are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Open man is Duvernay. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
19 tight.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. Oh, that's deep for Duvernay. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
2nd and 3. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's a give to Hall. Shoves him aside. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
That was well coached and even better executed, because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Ready, set. 19, 18. Go.
Here's Hall again. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The tackle made there by Drew Sanders.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Cowboy 80. Ready, right?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, so much for holding them to a field goal. The pressure they got home on the previous play didn't hear, and that bought their quarterback some time to find a receiver, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
On the jump. '70 Lions, 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks. 19 Lions.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. From 6 yards away.
And the Falcons up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
On 2nd down, a run by H.A. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Buffalo 18. Check smash. Check smash.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. Now, I'm not quite sure how he got away from that first tackler, but he won't even be able to get it back to the line of scrimmage there as the defense rallies behind him.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Go.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5, and he gets into the end zone. We'll give them credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Paul ought to give up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
Okay, ready.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jalen Waddle with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.